Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. So we are finally moving. Today is June 10th and we got possession of our place yesterday on the 9th. We're picking up the keys today, and then tomorrow on the 11th we're doing the first half of our move. We're breaking our move into two parts, so tomorrow's going to be kind of the smaller things and stuff that we're not going to be using over the next week. And then next weekend on the 18th is when we're officially moving everything out of our current place. And I'm planning to take a bunch of my plants over tomorrow because I have a lot. This includes things like my succulents, my air plants, snake plants, and just any plant that doesn't really require a lot of maintenance over the next week. And then on the 18th, I'm taking over the rest of my babies with me. Before I pack up my plants, I do have to do a little bit of prep on them just because I've been having some issues with pests, so I gotta do a little bit of pest maintenance before they're all crammed into boxes together, just so my infestations don't grow to be any bigger than they already are. A few days ago, I began prepping some of the plants that we have in our living room. All these plants on the shelves are pretty low maintenance and I'm not gonna have to water them or do anything to them over the next week, so I figured I would just get those out of the way first. Plus I also had to remove the shelves and patch the holes in the wall because we left quite a few. Now, a few plants that were on those shelves do currently have a thrips infestation, so I did have to do a little bit of prep work before I put them into boxes, and you guys are going to see that right now. So this is what I like to call the tub of shame. These are all plants that I've noticed have had issues with thrips. These two in particular, my Swedish ivy and my English ivy, have been particularly bad, but I have been treating them quite a bit, and touch wood, I haven't seen anything major come back, but I'm still very skeptical of these guys. And for these guys, these are just plants that have been sitting adjacent to these guys, and if you've ever experienced thrips, you know that they transfer between plants like crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give these guys a nice little thrip bath, and to do that I'm going to be using Dr. Doom because I am not f***ing around. Okay, I know that looked like a lot, but it's what you gotta do. So I'm gonna let the solution dry on these guys, and I have a bunch of other plants that I'm also gonna be doing a thrips bath for later, but these are just all the ones that were kind of on the shelf slash TV area. I'm also gonna do the same to my two pothos plants that I had on the shelves as well, but I think I wanna repot them in the same pot together just to make them look a little bit more fuller. So I'm gonna go do that, and then we will give them a thrip bath. So here we have my two pothos plants. As you can see, they're just kind of starting to get a little leggy, so I think I'm just gonna put them in one pot just to kind of make it more full. So I'm not exactly sure how big the roots are, because to be honest, these have kind of been in these containers for a few years, so I'm not sure how big they're going to be or if they're root bound. So I think I might move this one into here. I don't exactly have a bigger container. Well, actually I do have one, but it's like massive. So I'm going to take these guys out first. We'll assess the root situation and then we will move this over. Oh. This one is definitely has a lot more growth than the other one. As you can see, it's like caged, these rocks. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I have this pot, which I think is gonna be too big. It's a 7 or 7.5 inch pot, I think maybe 7. And this one is a 6-inch pot. This one was 5.5. So I think it might be the best to put the pothos plant into this one and then move my snake plant into this one. Now, I don't exactly know if this one is ready to be repotted, but it was my friend's and I don't think it's been repotted ever since she got it. So maybe it might appreciate being in a bigger pot. There we go. Perfect. So here is what she looks like now. I know it still looks a little weird because obviously it's not like super full up here or anything, but what I'm planning to do is have this trailing down the side of one of those like leaning ladder shelf things. So I'm honestly okay if it's not like super bushy. So now I'm gonna start packing up my succulents, and I have a whole bunch of them here on this little ledge beside our window. We used to have a dresser here, but we gave it away to somebody because we didn't want to take it with us to our new space. But obviously I still needed to put my succulents somewhere, so they've just been hanging out here. Okay, apparently, apparently he thinks the box is for him. Are we packing you up? Okay, let's go. In previous videos, I used to be super careful about not showing our view so that people didn't figure out where we lived. But now that we're moving, I don't care. So this is our view. So this is where I have the rest of the cacti that didn't fit on the ledge. There's a couple extra plants here, but these guys do require some attention during the week, so I'm not going to be taking these guys. I'm just going to take these guys. So behind me is the plant that is going to give me the most anxiety of this move, and that is my giant burro's tail. It has grown so much since the last time you guys would have seen it. I'm gonna go get a measuring tape because I feel like it's grown by like at least a foot. Oh my god. It's 4 feet long now. The last time it was 3 feet, so oh my god. This is gonna be very stressful to move because these guys are so freaking delicate. I have no idea how I'm gonna do this. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking, at least for transporting it in the car. I have this big box, and I've put down an old bed sheet in here to give it a little bit more of a cushion. And I think if I put the actual pot here, maybe I can like somehow wrap the strands around, or like, you know, just have them kind of scattered about. Take this little burro's tail down first. See? That was easy. Don't know what I was so stressed about. God, okay, I think I just need to do it. I'm just gonna accept the fact that there's gonna be a few casualties. God, this thing is so freaking heavy. Stop swinging, stop swinging! Just slowly come down. Oh gosh. Oh, well, there's our first casualty. Nope, nope, oh! I'm gonna try and take it slow. Take it slow, my god. Okay, the pot is in. What the hell do I do with these? Okay, this one is the shortest strand. So you go down like that. Okay, you're gonna stay there. We're all gonna be friends. Oh my god. Okay, okay, last one. Okay, and rest, and rest. Okay, we're done, we're good. Now, I don't know if this is worth it, but one of the businesses that I got a bunch of cardboard boxes from also gave me these packing peanuts. And before you freak out, they're the kind of packing peanuts that are made from potatoes, so they dissolve when you run them underwater and completely biodegradable, which makes me wonder. That was a bad idea. Do not eat these. I don't know if it's worth it, but I think I might put a bunch of these on top of my burro's tail. I don't know how annoying that's going to be when it comes to like taking the burro's tail out of the box, but I feel like, you know, an extra little bit of cushion couldn't hurt. Looks like everyone's doing okay so far.
Careful with my baby.
So I've taken these plants out of this box just because I figured, you know, while we're still not moving in for another week, it'd be nice to let them get a little bit of sunshine. I'm also going to do the same with all of my succulents. I'm probably going to leave them maybe closer to the window where they get more direct light. These guys kind of prefer less light, so that's why I'm keeping them back. But then over here, this is the box with all the plants that have had thrips infestations. So I am going to take them out of the box, but I'm keeping them on the opposite wall so that they do not spread to the other plants that are here. I'm also putting my burro's tail close to the window because obviously she likes a lot of light. I am just going to leave it in the box for now because I'm not sure where exactly I'm going to be hanging it. What I did is I removed a bunch of the packing peanuts just so obviously the plant can get a bit of light, and then next weekend maybe I'll decide where it goes, or maybe it just stays in the box because I'm too nervous to move it. We'll see. Hello. It is Friday, June 17th. We move tomorrow on the 18th, and I'm very tired. For some reason, my body decided to wake me up at 4 a.m. this morning, and I could not fall back asleep. I was just having a lot of anxiety about all the stuff I still need to pack today while my husband is at work. And the thing is, I don't actually have a ton of stuff left to pack, but my anxiety says otherwise. You're currently sitting on top of a mountain of boxes because that's all our apartment currently is right now. Does anyone else's anxiety get triggered when they live in a messy environment? Because even though it's like an organized mess in our place right now, it's still like a mess and it's not comfortable to live in. So I'm very ready to move out of here. So what I'm going to be doing now is taking down the iconic background. And I didn't fully think this through because we sold our couch and our bar stools, so I don't have any way to like get up there and like take the tacks out of the wall. So we'll see how this goes. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then we'll get to boxing up our final batch of plants. Probably really dangerous. This is why I need my husband around. He's like 6'4". What I'm about to do might be kind of stupid, but that hasn't stopped me from doing things before. I'm going to use the table that my plants are currently on. Okay, I thought the thumbtack went flying, but we're good. It's down. The wall looks so sad now. Okay, so I have a couple plants left out here in the living room. Even though, touch wood, I haven't seen any pests on these guys, I'm gonna be giving everyone a beneficial bath before I pack them all together in boxes, just in case. Oh, hi. Hi there. So it's been a few days and we're officially living in our new place. I think my husband and I underestimated how intense this move was gonna be. When we first moved in together back in 2016, we didn't have a lot of stuff and we just kind of bought things along the way. But now it's 6 years later, so we had to move 6 years worth of stuff. And we don't have a ton of things, but it definitely felt like we did. So come moving day, we were just both completely exhausted and I didn't really film any of it. But all of my plant babies made it here safe and sound. I also brought over my vegetable containers that I had on my old balcony. It's kind of funny that I made a whole video explaining how I was going to do my garden this year, and then those plans just completely went out the window because we moved. I'm not going to be doing a full-scale garden on my balcony this year since we're still settling in, but I do plan on doing an indoor growing hydroponic setup, which I'm planning to take you guys on the journey of building with me. As for other videos in the meantime, I'm not too sure when they're gonna come out because I mainly just don't know what to film. I'm thinking about doing a mini-series that's maybe like decorating each room in our new place with all my plants, and then that way I can kind of show you what plants are gonna go in what room before I do like one giant final tour of our new place. But if there's anything else you guys want to see, feel free to let me know because it's just chaos right now and I don't have the brain power to think of video ideas when we're just still living among boxes. Anyways, that's all for today's video. Like and subscribe. I'll see you later. Bye!